Alright, I'm Sovereign Sage and this event keeps going forever. I have so many videos now. And I'm actually in pain from a tooth that I have. It's actually a root that's still in my gum line that I have to be pulled out. I have to get it pulled plus the tooth that's next to it. But it's mainly the root that's in there. I think it's been in there for too long and it's starting to get bad. I've been hurting like this for going on 4 days. So it's kind of like the pain is worse today. I can barely even eat on that side, so when I'm trying to read, it's kind of difficult. I think that's what's making me sick, honestly. I've been sick for a while. But anyway, we're trying to do the Windblume festival before it ends. I have enough time, but we're just messing around right now.
Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I would be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Yingar's heart.
So, at Starsnatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Yingar?
He literally told us that.
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart, transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Yingar is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Yingar to Mondstadt, but yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Oh.
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world, while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Yingar's love if I'm so selfish?
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Yingar? Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were going to invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes. I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself, to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Really?
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your
Determination go to waste. My finger slipped, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so
What
it
the
looks like we
flashing?
found our one who would never lie.
I feel like I'm losing my mind, so we're just getting rid of Sinode Razor. That's kind of fucked.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
Oh, my head from that tooth. It is giving me pain. Just some...
Okay, Paimon will do the honors. Ahem.
Oh, hey, we're all here, but some people are missing. A lot of people are missing.
We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus. Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name, too. All right. We also have Clee. That's me!
So, Klee is not Albedo's real little sister, but he considers her one. Because he spent a lot of time with Ellis and Klee. She kind of like took him in for a while, I think, or something like that. Or maybe not. But he considers her his sister.
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Albedo, have you figured out your answer to the flower?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
I know. Venti gave me a letter.
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
I've already found out where it is.
What?
Oh, that's like the reaction I got when I told my uncle and my step aunt that I was turning 30 next month. Like, oh, that fucking reaction on their face. Oh, that's exactly what their reaction was. They like both turned their heads back at me, like their fucking necks just like turned like the fucking Exorcist. And they had this weird fucking look on their face, like they couldn't believe what they heard. Like, we thought you were still just a little girl. We thought you were still just 18. I was like, no, I turned 30 literally this year in April. I was born in 93. If you do your math, I'm turning 30, and they couldn't believe it. Even I can't believe it sometimes. It's funny. You make up a story about how you discover the location.
That's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Don't fucking say that.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Follow me then, if you'll be so kind.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
No. Oh, I can't even do that seriously. Are you kidding me? I'm just that's just not me, man. I can't with it. The problem is how did Venti know though? I think in the last video he came up to me and he was like, here's this thing you want. But I actually have to do something for him in return though. This isn't free. I think he just wants me to get him a drink, but it sounds horribly wrong. When I do this, it feels like he's carrying me on his back. I do this all the time, so that's what it feels like to me. It feels like he's carrying me up a wall. It's funny! It does. It feels like he's the one who's carrying me up a wall. But hearing him breathe like that is just, like, concerning.
It should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look.
Hold on.
It should be right up ahead.
Yeah, if this game was in first person, this is what it would look like.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is.
Man.
If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Imagine if you went to sleep and you woke up to this suddenly and you're like, wait, where the fuck am I? And you realize, is this Mondstadt? Is this the world of Genshin? And like, this is what your life was. But then you're like, well then, how am I? Then you realize that you're this son of a bitch. You're like, well then who am I, right? And you find a mirror and you look in and it's just this. I'd be like, oh no. But I could fly. Fuck it. That would be weird. I'd be like, oh no, how do I switch back? I'd probably go in the hiding for a while, to be honest with you.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here.
Just give it a moment.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something? Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. Venti's note here says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky.
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up, but there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
Slip also says, now you should recite the incantation. Paimon, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Uh-oh. What?
Look, the wind is blowing!
Look, it's Venti tricking us.
What a strong wind current. Let's write it up and see where it leads us.
Why is that your immediate judgment?
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
I like how he just volunteered so quickly and sincerely. Oh. Well, if Albedo's taking that guy, who's gonna take me? Oh, I guess Scar will take me.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
Holy shit. Hold on. Yeah, that looks a lot like the thing you would see from the island that we used to go to. This is turning into Alice in Wonderland, and we're just too blind to see it. Whee! Yeah. That's pretty weird. How did it get there all of a sudden?
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Venti had to have done it.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
We're literally on a rock in the sky. Where is there to get lost at?
Oh, good thinking, Cullen.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like, what?
Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
It's almost as if we've fallen into Alice in Wonderland.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
Why are we not questioning this? What is wrong with the people in this world?
So we just need to do as it says, right?
You're just, see what I mean? Holy fucking Christ!
Wait a second.
Yes, Albedo, thank you. Are you the voice of reason?
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
He's like, why are you just doing with what it says?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Everyone vigilantly watches as Albedo conducts a thorough investigation.
All our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
Look at her doing her divination in the background. Let's watch. I mean, it's her idle animation of it. Ooh, we have liftoff in the circle zone. But what did it reveal? I didn't see it. I wasn't also looking.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Uh-oh.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Well, does somebody make a fucking curious moan out of nowhere like that? You're all quiet, talking around with your friends, and then you just hear somebody, like, that's questioning. That's questionable.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering Clee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin, hoping to find some information.
I saw that.
But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then... No. Could that person be...
Yes, it's me. Mona just shivered. Did she sense some kind of great power? It's the Hydro Archon.
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
It's Asmodee, the unknown god, residing in Celestia, being like, screw your shit.
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
Leaving you on the edge of tomorrow.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Clee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
You can do it, Sucrose.
You're supposed to sit on the chairs before you say it?
then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Coley, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name for it. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
We're just standing here, she says all of that.
All right. It's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait, the lantern just lit up!
Did we actually get it?
Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Huh?
But all we did was submit a batch of test answers.
Coley, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, all right.
Yep, her side lit on lights. When he sits, it lights back up.
Huh? What's going on?
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
It's her.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
Scarlet.
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
Rosaria's been following her the whole time.
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no?
Why did the wind sound get suddenly louder when she walked?
The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Is that Lisa?
Mom?
Ella's?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh. Since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, Dallas, I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you?
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Here we go.
Ever heard of the Hexen Circle? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Fine daughter.
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day. Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Granddaughter was a mage?
Ah, so this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhine-daughter, also known as Gold.
That's what I literally just said. Rhine-daughter is from... She wasn't from Conria, but she resided there. That's why Albedo's outfit looks a lot like... It's not like Dane's, but it has the same star patterns. That's why his outfit looks exactly like Aether's and Lumine's. Their outfits are all the same, because they come from the same place. That's why I said I only have one son left. She was referring to him. I caught onto that immediately.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Like how when we try to go back in time to find... Well, it wasn't go back in time. When Scar erased himself out of time, the current time, he went back in the past to try to change stuff. And that's when Paimon knocked over that teapot and it shattered, and when we came back, she was talking to us. I wonder if that was her. Could she have been the one who spoke to me when we were investigating Skara? Yeah. I literally just said that. Yeah, in my game he's called Skaramaru, so...
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is... me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again. Regardless of how many years have passed, or how far the distance may be, as long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot. Oh, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Okay, Alice's voice fades and the lantern grows dim. It is once again just a regular piece of decor. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders to return to Mondstadt.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Well, how else are you gonna get down? It just says return to Mondstadt. I could go my own way, really. It is funny that this is here, but it probably ain't gonna be here forever. Yep. That's funny, that guy's just losing his shit. Woo! I think I've been higher than this before. Really hope there wasn't anything up there that I missed. I don't see anything. So high off the ground. It is kind of curious though, because we mentioned D-Luke in that whole thing, and I never did run into him. We were like, we should add his name to the list, but we never talked to him. I think that's kind of weird. Like, why would we go through the trouble of mentioning him just to avoid him completely? That seems odd to me. You know, the trees are always well textured in this. Well, when you're close. Ooh. So that mage lady was the one talking to me. I thought maybe it could have been the Hydro Archon. Funny. Nope. Nope. Where are you going? Where you going? I got it. Okay. Yeah, she was the one who was like, you can't change fate. Like, even if you try to change it, there's some things that won't change. Because there was like a vase that Paimon had broke. And when we came back to current time, like, it was still broken. Because it wasn't really that anything had really changed. It was just like time was stopped. We were like in the past but the future. So it's kind of like convoluted. Oh no. So let's go back. That pain from that root is really making my head hurt. It's like making me horribly disoriented. That landing was just so... Oh my god. He's not used to flying.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, you know, let it out.
Throw up all over the place?
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
But you just held on to Albedo the whole time, didn't you?
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
He wanted to invite that girl here.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that, but still... The whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival's special ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kali and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Yingar.
Huh? Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
But apparently Albedo knows what she looks like, because how else would he have pointed?
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
She was the one who was coming on to me super strongly. That's why I said this hits differently if you're playing as Ether. She's like, oh, do you want to come help me in my shack? Like, she comes on you super strong. Like, super strong. Like, everything she says is like the most sexual shit ever.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that I don't... Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time.
Jesus Christ.
You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Should we just mind our own business over here?
Well, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Why do your eyes keep changing colors on every fucking scene?
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
They look quite happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. Their adventure has come to an end. Everyone bids farewell.
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too, since we are so alike. You probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, isn't it great that they're getting along so well?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Time to whip out that test tube, Sucrose. This is what you've been waiting for.
Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
Kale exhales into Sucrose's test tube and the fluid turns a deep violet. A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube and raises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, and now it flew away.
She blew into it and that's what happened? That's mysterious.
Well, luckily there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me.
I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Just comes out of nowhere.
Master Tonari! Sino!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
Stop!
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
You know about the Valen?
Oh, that reminds me.
Yes?
Traveler, this card back is for you.
Wait, for me? Didn't Sino commission this?
Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Can you believe this
Sky? Let's knock him off his high horse. It's time to duel because we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wait! I've got something to give you, too.
Huh? Kali has a gift for us?
Yeah! I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival.
Aw, that's cute.
I made these bookmarks from some Mary roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tonari, and Sino. During Windblume, Mondstatters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here's some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Whoa, are these really for us?
Fucking scored. Who says that?
So, are these your chosen Windblooms? Mm-hmm. One of them. Both Padisaras and Samiri roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so. I'm so happy to hear you say that. Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there? Huh? Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Oh, my head. Alright. Wow, he actually... Hold on. Okay, I can put those in my... Can I? I was like, can I plant those in my Serenity pot? To Kale, the only flower that can serve as her Windblume and convey her gratitude and well wishes is the Particiar. She now offers their seeds to you, and visiting Mondstadt again, Kale has taken an attentive step toward the future. May her coming days be a small seed held within her palm, filled deep with the potential for light and hope. That's elaborating a little much. No, I don't know if it'll let me see it. Should have been in one of these minis. No, it says I have it, but it's not going to show it to me. The lazulite thingy. It won't show it to me. Farazan's specialty. Man, that tooth problem I'm having though, it's giving me a really bad headache. It's making me like horribly disoriented too. It's just like, oh my god. It just hurts really bad. It's making my head hurt. Oh, damn. It's like that whole, all the other teeth on that side are super sensitive too. It really does suck. Me trying to go through all my plants. I hate when stuff says new on it. I'm just trying to get rid of it. So apparently that's it for that event. There's nothing else for me to do. Man, I hate all this new shit that's just... Sometimes I've been noticing too, I'll go through it and clear it all out like that, and it'll still say that. It'll still say it's new. Because a lot of this stuff I've cleared out a long time ago. I don't even know why it's still saying that. I don't know why it's still saying that. Yeah, I can't even, there's not a menu that shows it to me. Oh, well. He's like, do you want to challenge me? It's like, no. Alright. I don't know, I have so many videos now after doing this, that before I can do Dia story quests, I'm gonna have to take a break. Also, before I do that, go around the corner.
Add Astro.
I need to get this. I don't know, I need to find a way to get that pulled because I can't deal with that irritant's pain. It's making my head hurt. I don't like everything on that side is super sore. It really does suck. Alright, isn't it 40? Is it 40? Let me see. I sit Samaria. I think it's 40. 30, I can do it. I think my cat's making whimpering sounds over here. Yeah. Hey, kitty. I always have to come pet her. She does like this whimpering, crying crap in her sleep, and I have to pet her. Oh man, my head though. It just feels like my head feels heavy and it hurts real bad.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Scara, please. Fuck, what's wrong with you? Oh, my head. This is bad.
It's rather pathetic to force a
You're the one forcing a conversation right now. She won't fucking stop talking to me. I like how he loads immediately. It's 5 in the morning already? No way. Holy fuck. Man, where does the time go? Shit. I have stuff I have to do. The fucking breathing, dude. What? I noticed when you get to the second phase of his battle, if you listen to the song, I feel like it's his voice actor like saying stuff in the background. Like sometimes it sounds like he's singing 1 or 2 lines, and then if you listen carefully, it almost even sounds like he's saying something.
Swallow Fury.
I hit a barrier. Did you see that?
Let it be known that divinity is mine.
I had a purple ball. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't fly forever.
At my command, you shall fall.
Come on. I missed it. Either that or he hit it. Come on, give me another one.
Too slow.
Take it.
Swift and merciful.
Nice and spicy.
Cut off my height.
You cannot defy me, mortal!
Oh god.
My endless cycle!
Oh, that vibration. No, I lost him. No. Ah, it's vibrating out of control. Let it go.
The price!
He fucking died so hard. Oh, it was vibrating to let me know that he was dead. He's gone.
Insect.
Get the fuck. She is so loud. Look at that up there. Alright.
I am the all-knowing God.
You sure about that? Oh, jeez. Right. Oh, I did hit him. Fuck.
Reality is pain.
Stop it. Because I'm in the damn wave.
Upon the gate.
Listen, if you listen carefully. Right about now. What does he say? He says, he's saying a bunch of something. It's hard to tell what he's saying. It's in the background song. It's the actual song where he's saying something. If you listen really carefully, you can hear him actually saying something in the background of the song. It's taunting me. Ow!
Too slow.
How could he possibly be saying this? That was Otto.
Good riddance.
Oh, that vibration. Why it be so strong? Gimme.
Squall of Fury.
Are you Scar for this? Any animal character? We'll get rid of that. What? Okay. And where are you?
Possible.
He does say something, though. He actually does. If you listen to the song, it's the actual voice actor saying something. I don't know what he's saying. He's saying something.
Unsightly insects. Submit for judgment. Swift.
Gimme!
Behold.
Holy shit!
I can't.